Hello there, good evening. It is time for Storytime with the Beast. And yes, we have our all our Halloween decor up, as you can see. Notice that? So tonight's story is called Jack and the Beanstalk. Now this is a really old classic story here from my living storybook. So the story begins. Let's see, this came out in 1962. So here we go. There once was a poor lad named Jack, who lived in a tiny cottage with his mother. All they owned in the world, besides the clothes on their back, was an old cow. The day finally came when they had nothing but a crust of bread to eat. "Take our old cow to the market," Jack's mother said. "See if you could sell her so that we may buy some food." With a heavy heart, Jack set off down the road. Presently, he stopped by an old man who offered Jack a bag of pretty beans in return for the cow. Jack thought it'd be a fine trade, and home he went, happily with his bag of beans. Oh, his mother does not look happy at all. But when he got there, oh, how angry his mother was. "A bag of worthless beans for a fine cow!" she cried, flinging them out the window in the yard. Now you won't even have so much as a cup of milk before you go to bed. And what will you eat tomorrow? Only the good Lord knows." Sadly, poor Jack crept into his bed and fell asleep, dreaming he was eating his fill of a great banquet in the king's palace. Good imagination there, Jack. The next morning, Jack was up with the sun, and to his surprise, in the yard, a tall beanstalk growing up, until it disappeared in the loose branches of the vine and began climbing down. Come back, cried his mother when she saw that Jack was doing, but to no avail. In no time, all he vanished into the clouds. And there he goes, up the beanstalk. The tallest beanstalk. He reached to the top at last and saw in the distance a fine white castle with roofs of gold, sparkling in the sunlight. Jack set out and was soon knocking at the great door of the castle. Presently, the door was opened by a housekeeper who, when he saw Jack, cried, "Go away, little boy! A giant lives here, and he will eat you alive." There's a castle, but Jack had never seen a real giant before, so he begged her to hide him somewhere in the castle so that he may have a glimpse of this fearful man. I must say, Jack is really brave. She took him with her to the kitchen, where she barely had time to pop Jack into the oven, where they heard thunder steps and a gruff voice saying, "Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman." But the housekeeper assured the giant that he must not be seen instead of 5 days before. No sooner had he finished that he called for his hen and his harp. "Lay!" he cried to the hen, and hen proudly laid an egg of pure gold. Again he cried, "Lay!" and each time the hen laid still another golden egg. Wow! Then the giant turned to the harp. "Play!" he cried, and in an instant the room was filled with the most beautiful music in the world. It didn't take long for the giant to fall fast asleep. At the moment, the housekeeper opened the door of the oven and told Jack to take the hen and the harp and run for his life. But the harp was a magic tone, and Jack picked it up and cried out loud, "Master, master!" The giant woke up with a start and sprang up with a roar as Jack scampered out the door. What do you think happens next? Straight to the beanstalk above the clouds ran Jack, and down he slid as fast as he could, with the giant on his heels. "Quick, mother, an axe!" cried the boy. When he reached the ground in a twinkling, he chopped through the beanstalk. With a boom of 1,000 canes, the beanstalk crashed, tossing the giant far into the next country. Then for the rest of the days, Jack and his mother lived happily in their tiny cottage, with the giant's hen to lay golden eggs and his harp to play beautiful music for them. The end. And that was a good classic story of Jack and the Beanstalk. So if you have any more information about this book, please leave us a comment on the video and respond to all your comments as soon as possible. Remember to keep subscribing us for more videos. We're getting the time and place to make them all for your all entertainment. So remember to keep subscribing, and we will see you on our next video. Till then, this is the Beast saying, have a good night. I'll see you next month on my next story time with the Beast. Who knows, it might even be a spooky tale just in time for Halloween. Alrighty, y'all. Have a good night. I see you later. Bye-bye.